Hey there, Leo. Welcome to your monthly reading for Leo Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for the month of May 2022. This is going to be your general monthly reading, so whatever energies come out are the energies that are coming through for you for the month ahead. If you are new to me, welcome. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you so much. Remember, guys, give it a thumbs up, like, share, comment, and subscribe, and double tap that bell to get notified of all the new readings. Your monthly general spread, I do a 9-card spread, and I read whatever energies I pick up on and whatever comes channeled through by a higher source. Wow, we've got a mixed bag for you here. So let's see if I can get them all on the screen here. Had to move things around on my table here, so let's hope that you're able to see most of it. Okay, so as I was saying, your weekly readings usually come out on the weekends, if not sooner, because I'm recording yours a little bit late. Your weekly reading should probably be coming out the very next day. So how are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are hanging in there with this, you know, the crazy energies of the new moon solar eclipse. I am recording this on the day of the solar eclipse. You know, and let's not forget, we are in the shadow phase of Mercury retrograde. Mercury will go retrograde May 10th. And then that will follow with a lunar eclipse in Scorpio. So some of you may be feeling some uncomfortable energies. It's pretty much clear here. You're going to have some emotional highs and lows because, I mean, it's like good card, uncomfortable card, stable card, growth card, reminder of what I've gone through, happy card, you know, like it's a little bit... You know, with this type of energy that we've been having, most definitely, I do feel as though this is the time with all the astrological energies, all the lunar energies that are going to hit us with a reminder of what unfinished business we have. We're also going to, you know, I can't speak for everyone, but you may also notice that you may have difficulties containing your temper. Maybe you're a little snappy. Maybe you're snap judgments, right, on people. Maybe you make impulsive decisions. There's a lot of room for that type of error to come in. And there's also, you know, a lot of room for miscommunications. And part of miscommunication isn't just, you know, being careful with what you say, but being careful with what you think you heard or understood, right? Where things can be misconstrued. For example, relationships with a partner, in the home, with a mother figure. You know, I feel like everyone is going to feel like there is a massive hormonal imbalance, is how I heard it, okay? So, you know, we've got the 10 of Swords at the top, right? Very start of the month, you're going to feel so exhausted, so depleted. If you haven't already been feeling that, it's going to feel like a little bit of a slow going start to your month. If you have plans for celebrations, family get-togethers, reunions, I do feel that some of you are just going to feel depleted. Some of you are just going to feel a little antisocial, not ready to be around a bunch of people, right? At the end of the day, though, you know, again, some people are more affected by the universal energies, the astrological energies, and, you know, the collective energy of what is going on around there. And so you may notice, if it's not you feeling it, you may notice a lot of people around you who may be feeling drained, who may be feeling, you know, crabby, confused, people, like a lot of people in a bad mood. I know it sounds terrible, but when you know in advance, then you're able to handle that in a much better way, right? So be mindful and be careful of how things are said, the tone in your words. Also be, you know, forgiving and give somebody grace if they're kind of being in that energy. Because, I mean, 4 of Wands, 10 of Swords, Queen of Pentacles at the start of the month. You know, this is reunion or union, family get-togethers, party, but then 10 of Swords. Maybe you've put in a lot of time, energy, effort to get this going, right? Some of you may be attending a marriage, a wedding. Some of you may be getting married. But it feels like so much work put into this and maybe overwhelmed and stressed out, and at the same time feeling like you couldn't really enjoy yourself. Too much on your mind, too much on your plate. Also, how much money did you pay out, you know, to have this party, this celebration, whatever it may be. But I do feel that you're going into like Virgo energy, right? You're going into that energy of, and some of you may be cuspers, right? Like on the borderline of Leo, Virgo, but you may be feeling this want or need to be a little bit more grounded, get clear about what your budget is, get clear about how you want to move the rest of this month. I do feel like some of you have, and I know it doesn't come up here, I do feel like some of you have some unexpected income, or you've been waiting on a payout. I just heard it and it feels like it's never going to get here. But I'm hearing that spirit guides, source is saying, stop thinking that. Stop thinking it's never going to get here, because that's exactly what you're doing. You're delaying it. The more you put out into the universe that, oh my God, this is taking forever. Well, guess what? It really is going to take forever. If it was only going to take 4 weeks, it's now going to take like 40, you know, 40 weeks or like 6 weeks. You know what I mean? That was an exaggeration, but you know what I mean? You know, I also feel that for some of you, you may not be getting along within a partnership, relationships, friendships, siblings. I'm also hearing like a lot of bickering. That's not usually a word I use. So I feel like there's a mother or a mother figure that probably uses that word or refers to arguments and disagreements as constant bickering, constant not getting along, right? Because I do get this feeling of an older woman, you know, and I feel, again, mother or mother figure is either tired of seeing people fighting or is tired of fighting with you. And I'm hearing, you know, if it's with her that you're tired of fighting with, or that she's tired of fighting with you, I do feel like it's time to just do what needs to take place to release this. It's going to come back up really strongly, the need for you to heal from it, the need for you to make amends, the need for you to get clear on why the constant bickering. Why do you feel like that, you know? And whatever solutions you can come up with, I think will, you know, be for the best of all, the good of all, right? However, moving forward, I do feel like some of you are just like, I'm hearing it this way. So I feel like there is someone here who does a lot for their parents or who does a lot for the family and kind of feels shut out, not included, excluded from family things or excluded from family plans. I am also hearing someone who has a lot of responsibility within the family may be excluded, like a large exclusion from the will. I'm hearing that. And so I don't have full details. It's not coming through. I feel like some of you are like, if that's, and I don't feel like, okay, let's be clear. I don't feel like whatever it is that you're doing for the family is purely for the payout. I just have to say that. I'm not conveying that at all, but I feel like you feel very much taken advantage of, taken for granted. It feels as though you do a lot of the work and then somebody comes in and takes the majority of the chunk of whatever's in the will, properties, money, finances, stocks, bonds, whatever it may be, right? And I feel like at this point you're like, well, you know, how could that be? Like, I'm the one that you can count on. I'm the one that everybody comes to. And I just heard it. Somebody here is saying they feel shit on, right? Like, taken for granted. It feels abusive. It also feels like somebody may have maneuvered their way to have a bigger share, a bigger chunk. So that may be why you may be feeling this 10 of Swords, 9 of Wands. Again, very uncomfortable energy, but trust me when I say May, the month of May is going to go by really fast. It's going to be quite exhausting because you will be working through all these emotions, all these phases, chapters, and I'm hearing it like little, I don't even know the right word. Like, I can't describe the vision I'm seeing. It just, Spirit is showing me like like all these little attachments to an ideal of what you expected or what you anticipated. And it just feels like shedding and releasing, you know, the attachments to certain, you know, mindsets, certain behaviors, certain relationships. I do feel like the next few weeks may be a huge Tower moment to many of you, right? Now, the majors you have here, the Empress and the Hierophant. So this is very much fertility. Fertility, whether you plan on having children or not, or fertility in your plans, right? Expansion, growth, getting help from the higher ups, getting help from above, getting help from spirit guides, guardian angels, making things official in a relationship. I know the Justice card isn't here, but I heard getting legal or help with a specific specialist, right? CPA, attorney, whatever it may be. I do feel like there are things that are going to come up that are going to feel uncomfortable to discuss, especially with this Four of Cups. It feels like somebody here knows they have to go through this, but they don't want to know all the steps to it, right? Because they don't want to go through the nightmare. They don't want to go through the sleepless nights. They don't want to go through the worries. I also feel someone here is being a little bit more proactive, like, listen, mom or grandma or whoever is, you know, has lived a long life, basically, and we should probably get all this stuff in order now before we get into a mess or a situation where, okay, so I just heard some of you may be celebrating your mother or grandmother's whatever age that she just reached, and you can see how exhausting it is for her to be around a lot of people. And I feel like somebody here may hear comments about, yeah, you know, she's not going to hang in there very much longer. Don't be surprised if she, you know, and they say it very matter of fact, like that, like that's not painful at all, right? Yeah, say like inheritance, money, investments, getting the money straight, getting everything clear and in order, so that there isn't any type of dispute, disagreement later on. I mean, this is not something that I expected for you, Leo. So I know not everyone is going through this, but let me see what other messages I pick up. Because I do feel for some of you also in terms of family dynamics, people not getting along, people, you know, I'm hearing like undercutting. It just feels like this is a very much like money, finances, family money, family inheritance, feeling taken advantage of after doing all the work and not enough compensation, whether that is in the care of someone or whether that is in services that you provide, right? Because it feels very much like family dynamic. Ten of Pentacles and Ten of Cups, though, with the Empress and the Hierophant, says there will be a positive turn of events. There will be a positive outcome. I also feel that you are the one that's trusted the most. Whoever is sticking their nose into this or trying to take the upper hand or, you know, cut you out of the will, per se, they feel very sneaky and shady. They're trying to find their own outcome here. Okay, so now you've got three majors with the Empress, the Fool, the Hierophant. Very positive cards. That is the main energy of the month. And well, we cannot forget, this just came out, the Sun card. Clearly, like I said, this is going to be an uncomfortable month for the majority of people that are sensitive to energies, have unfinished business. There's a lot of stuff that will come back up that you will need to review, verify, come up with, you know, new game plan, come up with a backup plan, come up with, you know, I feel like some of you will have to like really do your investigation, your research to really see if there's anything missing from being able to feel peace of mind, right? And I mean, come on. If some of you are worried about a matriarch in the family, I do feel like everything's legally, financially will be okay. I also feel whoever has been taking care of someone for a long time, you feel this sense of release. And I know what that sounds like. It sounds horrible. Like maybe you felt like it was a burden at times, but I do feel that you will feel this sense of release and freedom, not in a negative way, but in terms of feeling like you can finally break free. You can finally live life for you, knowing that they are at peace, knowing that the family is at ease. So yeah, if this is a discussion that's been tabled in the family in terms of getting will and, you know, money and properties, things of that nature, getting everything sorted out now before that time comes, I feel like the resistance is mostly coming from you, that you're not ready to realize that that day may be sooner rather than later. You can really save yourself the headache if you take care of this now, is what I'm hearing. Okay, so energy oracle. I'm going to pull a few different oracle cards. Woman holding a heart, hostilities, financial constraints, and storm warning. Exactly what I just said. Take care of this issue now before you have to take care of it, right? Pre-planning. Some of you may be, you know, very, very close to your mother. And so the energy that I was picking up on is you find it kind of offensive. Like, I can't believe you're already talking, you know, this person's death when we're here celebrating her, when we should be celebrating her, you know? And it's very hostile energy in terms of, like, I wanted her to feel the love. I wanted her to feel, you know, the gathering of the family, of everyone getting together and, you know, union and reunion, and just to feel loved. And you're talking about how she's going to die, you know, how sooner or later, well, everyone's going to die sooner or later, but why bring it up at her party? Why bring it up around her like that? Like, we could have this conversation another time. And I feel like there is this uncomfortableness because obviously that's not an easy conversation to talk about. But also, if you have been living this life of always taking care of this person, or always being in charge or of this person's affairs and whatnot, I do feel as though you almost don't know what your life will be like if that wasn't a part of it. So there's a little bit of fear in your own transformation after this happens. However, the storm warning from spirit, from higher source, is saying, listen, if you don't take care of this, the financial constraints are going to be huge. There's going to be a lot of stuff that you end up getting left with that you need to clear up legally and financially. And you know, let's make it clear and equal across the board now before you end up with, you know, not only the grief of pain of loss, but also, you know, everything, all the property and financial and all the affairs of one's life that needs to be closed out after death. Queen of the Moon Oracle, with all these energies in the universe. Let's see what this comes up for you, what this brings up for you. Nourishment. You have to take care of yourself. Nourish your mind, body, soul, spirit. Don't be in fear. Don't live in fear. Don't create in fear. It's about taking care of yourself. I heard, you know, it's not just about your diet, but it's also about how you view yourself, how you talk to yourself, and the type of conversations that you have that you know can be a bit demeaning or painful or hurtful, okay? And the card of creation. And one more. Focus. Wow, butterflies for sure. Look at that. Butterflies on her third eye right there. So you are sensing that this change is inevitable, right? You know this is bound to happen. You know that, you know, there will be a time where you will have to deal with this. And I feel like someone doesn't necessarily want to open up to that thought or that possibility, because it is a little bit scary to envision what that life will be like after what you've known for so long, right? Let me read the quote that comes with that. That one says, I have laser-like focus that serves me well. You must focus on the task at hand right now. What did I say? There is no room for a scattergun approach. Put on the blinkers and do not listen to gossip or negative people. What did I say? If you make a mistake, it is your mistake to make. Do not waste your focus. Do not split your attention into too many pieces. Very good crystal for that to use says the companion stone or metal is carnelian. Those of you that use crystals or like to use crystals in your spiritual or meditative work. Okay, so I'm going to read the card of creation. Clearly there are plans, legal documents, things that need to be put together and brought up. I feel like somebody kind of wants to turn a blind eye, not ready to deal with that just yet. It says, I am a mighty creator. It is my birthright to create. You can create your own destiny. Be industrious. Every creature on earth creates. You should welcome the process of creation, save money and time, have a reserve. So again, unexpected things that will come up if they are not handled early on, when you are able to now, rather than in a moment of hurt, of pain, of grief. Okay, because then that becomes stuck grief and you're unable to move forward. And well, you can incur debt. You can incur a lot of problems, legal problems later on as well. Now, the card of nourishment, like I said, this is about nourishing yourself, mind, body, soul, spirit. You know, it's not just about the foods that we eat, but also how we take care of ourselves. The quote says, I choose to nourish myself. Choose to nourish your mind, body, and spirit. Literally what I just said. Feed your values. When you are jealous or envious, it is a sign of what you are actually hungering for. Pay attention to your health. So what you feel emotionally, how does that play out physically as well, okay? Emotionally or mentally will eventually play out physically. Magical messages from the fairies to close this out. Thank you, Leo, once again for being here. Make sure you guys give it a thumbs up. Oh, and I forgot to mention, if you are interested in a personal reading, I cannot make that up. I'll show it to you right now. If you're interested in a personal reading, my information is in the description box below if you'd like to book a personal reading. All right, in my link tree. So tomorrow, okay. I did mention birthday. The card of birthday, a significant birthday holds the answers to your question and ask for what you want. Let the universe and other people know what you need, right? So if you need some space, if you need some time to make the time for discussion, to have a master plan, to have, you know, CPA, probate attorney, you know, estate planning, ask for what you want from the universe and from the people involved. Ask people for time, for understanding. Express yourself in a way that says, hey, listen, we're here. What did I say about a birthday? A significant birthday holds the answers to your questions. So just like they didn't waste a moment to bring that up, don't waste your opportunity to say, hey, listen, time and place, this isn't it. I would like to speak with you on that. I think that's a great idea, but this is not the time nor the place. And I feel like you're going to get some pushback because I do feel like somebody here really wants to wrap this up. Like if they're coming from out of town, they want to do this now. You know what I mean? Things like that can also be handled via Zoom. So, you know, I feel like they think that if they put the pressure on you and keep you under their thumb, that things will work out better. So ask for what you want and need. Okay. So you also have the card of holiday. The answer you're looking for can be found during a vacation retreat or holiday getaway and new career, right? So what happens when we no longer have to take care of mom or family member or business or whatever? We have an opportunity to really take a break, to really rest, to really come back to who we truly are inside and out, or who we've always wanted to be but felt like we couldn't, right? And, you know, it brings about like a flood of downloads is what I'm hearing. So some of you may go towards a lake, may go towards a body of water, may just spend a few days by the beach. I am seeing like a lot of greenery, gardens, and lakes. So some of you will be going to a very nature. It feels like a natural recreation center is what I'm hearing. Okay. Sorry for the pauses, guys. I'm trying to decipher the messages I get sometimes. And so I do feel like you will get the answers that you seek there. I also feel that you will know what your answer is when you are in thought, or when you've been on a specific thought vibration of what your plans are. And I'm hearing you will see a dragonfly. Okay. Could be a real one, could be in a picture, could come up in something, I don't know, on your phone when you're looking for something. But I feel like the dragonfly holds the key to you. Okay, that's what I'm hearing very, very clearly. So your new career, your work focus is shifting in a positive, new, and successful direction. So some of you may be feeling like now is the time to start your career. Now is the time to make big waves, big changes in your life as your life responsibilities start to shift and change as well. I also heard some of you, you know, even if your person, family that you take care of isn't on their, you know, on their deathbed, but I feel like you may, instead of you taking care of all the medical and the care for them, you hire someone, and that allows you extra time because you no longer have to put as much time in there. And so Spirit says, don't worry if you're feeling like, oh, and I totally said it. I'm surprised the Justice card didn't come out. It was at the bottom of the deck the whole time. So yeah. Okay, so listen, I don't know if you pick up on the same energy here, but this is estate planning. This is funeral arrangements. This is healthcare, DNRs, who makes the decisions for that. Even if this person is not in that state where they are on their deathbed, you know, per se, or that they're physical health is that bad, but they are aged or aging is what I'm hearing. And so I feel like someone is kind of already pushing the thought or idea of this person, you know, leaving you soon is how I heard it, right? Onto the other side. And so I just feel like it's okay. Just because you make those plans doesn't make it concrete that it's about to happen within the next month, you know. So don't shy away, don't be afraid of those conversations. But I did hear it clearly that for some it's not about estate planning per se, you know, probate and will, estates, medical care. I can't remember what the I think it's called advanced directives, right? That's what I heard. So I don't remember what it's called, but that might be it. I don't really know about that stuff to know what documents and forms are about. And I just heard some of you, if some of you are in the medical field, I feel like you've been caring for someone who has not had family visit or come over. And you feel like you're their only family. Don't be surprised if they leave you something in the will, okay? I just heard that very, very clearly. Your help doesn't go unnoticed. Your love, your care, your heartwarming energy, it does not go unnoticed. So don't be surprised if something is left for you. Okay. Leo, I know that was a bit of a tough reading. So a lot of uncomfortable energies this month, but trust me when I say this will probably be the fastest transformation you or your situation or your finances or your life goes through. These energies are coming in quickly, and they will linger just a bit for a few weeks, and then they will move on out. Okay, so Leo, I'm wishing you all the best, sending you so much love. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and double tap that bell to get notified of all the readings. Your playlist is up here, and I will see you guys soon in your weekly reading. Take care. Bye.